The Christmas Tapes, a 2022 film, gets a 5.4 on IMDb, approximately 1 hour and 40 minutes. This is an anthology film with an interesting setup, as an anthology should. This movie has some interesting concepts. Let's get right into it. This family's celebrating Christmas. They get a knock on the door by a stranger who says his car is broken down. So they decide to let him inside to call and use their phone. He says it's going to be about a 90-minute wait. Reluctantly, they still did it. They let him stay. And then he holds him up, as you would anticipate in this type of a film. So he holds him up. He basically ties him to the couch. The daughter's filming everything. He makes her film the whole situation. It says, put this tape in. It says, everybody held up with a gun. And put this other tape in. This other tape in. Basically, they're tapes of different occurrences and things that have happened on Christmas. Reality or not, every situation, every segment is different. And the family has to sit there and basically watch the tapes, which is a really creative way to do an anthology. I thought that was really, really solid. A solid way to start off an anthology. Some anthologies, they just go right to the stories. They don't have any build-up. This was fantastic. The first story, this couple is out traveling for Christmas. One of them is a vlogger on YouTube. Her and her boyfriend. The boyfriend only has 200 subs on YouTube, so he's like, yeah, I'm probably putting too much time into this. But she has a lot of subs. She wants to make good content, and they're hear about the legend of a scarecrow, a killer scarecrow in this woods environment. Basically, he's done some bad things in the past, but it's just folklore, so they get some regular shots in the woods and decide to camp out on Christmas, put some lights in the tent, all is well for a little bit into the segment. Things start to happen in the middle of the night, and I will just let you use your imagination to see what happens to them. The next segment is a gentleman who wants to, and this is crazy, but it worked. He wants to put himself into a box because his kids are obsessed with unboxing videos, and have himself delivered to their house as a Christmas present. So he hires this guy off like a marketplace Facebook who's a Santa, and played by Vernon Wells, by the way, who was Bennett in Commando. And of course, he was in Weird Science. You guys know Vernon Wells. So basically, things go south as Santa and Mrs. Claus hijack the whole situation. They require him to do certain things, almost like torture, but there's a backstory behind the whole thing. And then the next segment after that, we have this family. Well, let me get into the one. There was one segment that was only 1 minute long, which was kind of silly, but basically this gentleman has to deliver a package within a certain amount of time, or the brain device in his head will explode. That was kind of odd, being only 1 minute, but really didn't have any need to be in the film, but it was there. So the next segment and the final segment is this couple that moves into this house. They don't have any furniture, so they have to go out and get pizza because they have nothing there. And they have to basically kind of stay in the house with an air mattress and kind of live it up and try to make do until the people deliver the furniture. But a lot of crazy stuff starts to happen. They start to hear things. And they hire this ghost investigator named Perry. Perry's Paranormal, to come and investigate everything. And he's kind of a shoddy whack job type situation, but it's by design. And he shows up, and they basically don't know whether or not to believe him because he sounds so crazy. It's almost like a mix between the Cable Guy and Paranormal Activity, because his attachment to the couple is really odd. Like, he gives them a hug, both of them, when he leaves after the consultation. It's just really kind of strange, but it worked. It actually worked. Because theoretically, think about it. Someone that does paranormal investigations may be off their rocker. But is he, or is the house truly haunted? You'll have to watch the film to see. But this movie, highly recommended. I can't recommend this movie enough. Definitely by far the best movie that I've reviewed for AxE'Mas. Well, guys, this is another fun year. Thank you for Mr. Bones for having me. And let me tag along into the 12 days of AxE'Mas. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys all have a wonderful holiday. Check out the Christmas tapes. It is free on YouTube. I loved it. Let me know if you've seen it. If not, if you like anthologies and you like Christmas horror, this one was shot great. The acting was great. Just a really good concept. Highly recommended. And thank you all for watching. We will see you on the next one. Peace.